toward you. No, on second thought, yard on it from the other side. You got a shove from down there.
I'll tell you what, why don't I leave it down here and you shove it?
Why don't we just leave the sack and take out the potatoes we need?
No. We need them all. Hayne crews like a small army, only with bigger appetites.
Well, that depends on who's cooking. If it's Gloria.
6 more beds?
How's everybody gonna fit in here?
Well, just, clear out all that junk.
Well, come on, you heard the man. Go, go!
Don't think of this as extra work. Think of it as an opportunity to take part in a time-honored tradition.
Lifting heavy stuff?
Hey, ever since man first domesticated animals, there have been hay harvests. It's a rite of civilization, immortalized by painters. Bruegel,
Constable.
Millet,
Larry,
Larry.
Mo, Hurley.
Amazing they can hop out of bed and hit the ground with both feet.
Well, they can't always.
Lo, Rita. Where's everyone else?
Storm blew the roof off Robert's shack. It'll be along in a day or two.
2 days. We got hay in the fields.
It's okay. I brought help.
Uncle Francis, wake up.
Is that constable friend of yours available?
I'm afraid he's dead.
Then we're sunk.
Richmond P. Hobson Jr., Panhandle Phillips, and Gloria McIntosh Hobson were real people. And for a short period of time, in the wilderness halfway between Vancouver and the Yukon, they worked to carve out the largest cattle ranch in the world. That part is true.
I know you're not sleeping.
This is our crew. The Three Stooges, the kid who's barely toilet trained, and Rip Van Winkle.
Well, maybe we should wait for Nelson and Robert then.
Oh, you mean change our appointment? Like an afternoon at the beauty parlor?
Pan, knock it off.
We gotta get our hay cut and stacked before it starts raining, or our cattle's gonna starve to death.
We'll do the best we can with what we got.
It's not enough.
Well, it's gonna have to be. Now grab a pitchfork and let's go.
I think I'll ride out and find some more help.
What other help? They're all busy bringing in their own crop.
Jimmy Two Noses doesn't have hay. I'll ask him.
Jimmy Two Noses. Last time we saw him, we were staring down the barrel of his gun. Be easier to just do it yourself.
How rich. You know that Pan has an aversion to anything with handles. Pitchforks, shovels, axes.
I'm sorry we left you short-handed, but Francis is ready to work. Tell him what to do.
You could go help clear some space in the bunkhouse.
Go on, Francis.
It's to make room for your bed.
Keep an eye on him. Blink and he's gone.
Oh, yeah, we know Francis very well.
Yeah, 7 years ago, he ran 30 miles to impress a girl and hasn't worked a day since.
That has to change. Told Nelson I'd make him work even if it kills me.
Making Francis George work is about as easy as moving the pyramids. Excuse me.
Okay, you guys load the hay that isn't soaked onto the wagon. The rest will just have to wait till we get more help.
Can't wait. It's gonna rain.
Really? What tipped you off?
My knees ache. It's a sure sign.
Okay, we don't have much time, so we better get going. Rita, can Horatio handle the wagon by himself?
Sure. He drives ours all the time.
Great. Tommy, you're off kitchen duty, all right? Gloria's gonna have to handle the cooking by herself.
But, sir, the crew, they're gonna want to eat something that's...
Edible.
Let Tommy cook. I can work in the fields.
But what if you're,
If I am, you'll be the first to know.
Okay. Well, we don't have a full crew, but if we all pull together, we'll get a lot done. Now, there's 8 of us. Gloria.
It's nothing.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Is it your ankle?
Honest.
Give me a minute.
Tommy?
I know. I feel...
Yep.
Go!
Fine.
Walk it off.
You seen Francis?
Not recently.
Hunt him down. Francis, don't think I won't find you.
Fella moves slower than molasses. He can't have gone very far.
You'd be surprised. He's close. I can feel him. Francis Stanley, George! I know all your tricks, and this time you aren't getting away with any of them.
Couldn't possibly be underneath the... This is no ordinary mortal, is it?
I could have sworn.
I'll catch up with you.
Need the room?
You know, I thought I was good at getting out of work, but with you, it's...
It's a calling.
Can you show me how to do that?
Okay. Everybody here?
Everybody.
Let's get started.
Look, Ma, they have the longhorn cattle like Mr. Moe has.
Mr. Mowat's a pig farmer. He doesn't keep cows.
No, we saw some on his side of the creek.
Our steers must have busted out again.
I better go fetch him.
Oh, no. You're not going anywhere.
But I'm top hand.
You're staying right here. What if you run into Moet? What are you gonna be inclined to do?
Talk to him.
More likely shoot him.
Not to kill.
You're driving the mower.
I already got a job.
Oh, what would that be?
Making sure Francis works.
According to your kneecaps, we've got about 48 hours to get our hay in. So I got 4 words for you. Shut up and do it.
It's 5 words.
Got 2 more if you like.
Where's Francis?
Check the bunkhouse. This is George. He's good for nothing. Going somewhere?
Slipped.
Francis, this has got to be harder than working.
For harvest, I never had to lift a pitchfork. You're spoiling my record.
Well, it's just the last couple of passes. Doesn't count as real work.
Well, I'll drive if you want.
Nah, ground's rough. Might be tricky.
Grab a pitchfork.
Never thought I'd see the day.
Hey, why don't you, go give Gloria a hand in the cabin? Go give Gloria a hand in the cabin.
Thought you needed me on the field.
We need you in the kitchen even more. If that woman cooked for General Wolf, we'd all be speaking French.
Hi, how's your ankle?
Oh, better, thanks. Thought you were out with the crew.
Pan thought you could use the company.
Pan thought I'd poison everyone if left to my own devices.
That too. What are you making?
Well, I can do hors d'oeuvres or bread.
Bread.
Bread and butter.
Men like a hot meal.
Toast? French toast.
Oh, for crying out loud, I told you to drive the mower.
I got Francis doing that.
Oh,
Well, it's like horse trading. You put yourself into the mind of your opponent and you proceed accordingly.
so now you're off looking for bands of itinerant hay workers?
It's nothing too good for a cowboy.
Oh, this stinks. How do you think I feel? Could have been cooking.
Well, 4 more weeks and I'll be through with grunt work.
Really signing up?
I'll be 17. Private Ed Kroger reporting for duty.
Basic training is gonna be a lot harder than this.
Well, maybe. But I'll trade a pitchfork for a Sten gun. Any day.
What's Francis doing?
Looks like you hit something.
I'll give him a hand.
Where do you figure you'll find these phantom workers?
I figured I'd veer south of the Mowat's place, head over the Mortensons. Shh, quiet. You hear that? What?
Something's wrong.
Oh my God. Blood!
Is he alive?
Okay, give me your belt. Gotta stop the bleeding. Half the leg. Oh, that. Tourniquet.
What should we do?
We're gonna get help. Fast!
Where are the kids?
In the field. What did you see?
Kid, what's wrong? An accident. The mower ran him over.
Okay. Get rope, blankets, and flour, and all the mercurochrome you can find. Meet me in the field.
Flour?
Now!
God, you don't want to move too much. Just want to stay still, okay? Ed, can you unhook the horses?
I'll do it. It's Uncle Francis.
Okay now, Francis. Help's here.
It's gonna be okay, Francis. I'll fix you up. Did you put on the tourniquet?
Boy Scouts.
Quick thinking.
How's it look?
Right leg's gone. Left one doesn't look too bad. We'll try and patch you up.
He was just getting something out of the blades, and the horses started moving, and he fell. Just like that. I mean, one minute he was standing, next minute...
All right, Ed.
Okay.
Got the rope? All right. Cut off 2-foot lengths. It's for a windlass. Leather tourniquet here is gonna stretch, but the rope should hold. All right. Thanks. Come on, Tommy, let's go. All right, put it above the belt. Great. All right.
Oh, all that blood. A man can't lose that much blood.
Kit, take Ratio and ride to the Mortensons. Tell them to radio for the doctor.
Yes, sir.
Ratio, you take one of the Mortenson boys and you go to Johnny Lake, all right? You fetch your dad back.
Go, Horatio.
Is he gonna...
Just take it one step at a time.
Okay.
Twist that right around in there. Make sure it's nice and tight. All right. Francis? Can you feel that?
Nope.
All right, good. Now we're gonna put some disinfectant on. Stuff really burns. Okay? Gloria? Gloria!
Oh, that's all we had.
Okay, flour.
What are you doing?
Help clot the blood. Gloria. Gloria. Why don't you go back to the house? We're gonna need you to set up a nursing station.
Of course.
I'm gonna tighten it again.
Clean sheets.
You might want to put a tarp down first. He'll never get the blood out.
Oh, there's one in the barn.
Pan and I are gonna set up beacon fire so the doctor's plane knows where to land.
How long will it take?
Kit should be at the Mortensons if they get through, and the doctor's there. Should be a 3-hour flight.
From Vanderhoof?
No, there's no plane in Vanderhoof. The doctor has to come from Bella Coola.
How can Francis survive that long?
Well, we've stopped the bleeding. The pain will be the worst of it until the doctor gets here with morphine.
Well, what can we give him?
Well, he's unconscious. If he wakes up, give him homebrew.
Homebrew?
As soon as you catch your breath, you gotta go back out to the fields.
After what's happened?
Oh, we gotta save the crop.
You're gonna have to clean the blades. Can you handle that? And you gotta keep cutting.
Who will?
I don't care, flip a coin.
Tommy, you change your clothes, all right?
You know, I can drive the mower if you want. First shift, anyway.
Well, so can I.
I know. So, what do you want to do then?
I'll drive first shift.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
What is that?
You know what that is. We gotta bury it.
You don't bury a leg?
Well, what the heck else can we do with it? You know the wolves or the cougars gnawing on it, do you? Look, if you can't stomach it,
Who says I can't?
I'll do this, all right? You just go clean the
Who
blade.
made you the boss?
So just drive the mower
Look,
then.
forget it!
This is crazy. A man is dying and we're stacking firewood.
Yep, for the beacons.
Still.
What, you got something better in mind?
Well, I think we should go after that doctor ourselves.
Bella Coola's a 3-day ride there and back. A plane will get here in 3 hours.
Well, at least we'd be doing something.
Yeah, something crazy. Not your fault, you know.
Did I say it was my fault?
Anything useful in there?
Not unless he's a cow with bloat.
This might help with the pain.
Anything you've got would help.
Rich says maybe 3 hours.
Anything you've got would help.
Rich says maybe 3 hours until the doctor comes.
Just pray the pain doesn't kill him first.
He could die from the pain?
There's a limit. And the body can't take anymore.
Did you get through?
Bellicula's fogged in. Plane can't take off till at least the morning, maybe not even then.
Far, they'll drop dead.
We'll take a string. Change mounts so they aren't carrying weight the whole way.
Well, even then, they'll tire.
So we'll trade horses at the balk wheels. Post relays on the way back.
What are you talking about?
Van wants to ride for the doctor.
To Bellacula? That's over 100 miles.
It's 18 hours straight through. I rode over that route last year.
That was 2 years ago.
The trail could have grown in. You could break your necks, wait for the plane.
What if the fog doesn't lift?
Mrs. Hobson, doctor told me some things over the radio.
What's it say?
It's first aid instructions. Keep the tourniquet on the severed leg as tight as possible.
All right, we've done that.
If there is still bleeding, we have to tie off the arteries.
How?
Loosen the tourniquet so the location of the artery is visible from the bleeding. Clamp the artery with a sterilized, sharp instrument. Needle nose pliers can work. Tie it off with fine cord or twine.
Well, probably won't come to that.
Boots and saddles.
You aren't going along with this.
Well, let's see we have much choice. Already lost half a day.
Round up 6 shod horses, take 3 to Precipice, and send someone, Ed or Tommy, to the north end of Pelican Lake with the others.
Precipice, Pelican Lake.
You got it?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yes.
On your way through, stop by the Mortensons, radio Doc Harvey, and tell him to meet us, to drive to the end of Stewie River Road. We'll meet him there by daybreak at the latest.
Okay.
Well, what if the fog lifts?
If you hear a plane, go light the fires down by the river.
What if you two don't make it?
Well, be careful.
Galloping at night through rough country on trails you don't know?
Look, I can't just sit around and watch a man die.
Oh, so you'll bolt off on a suicide run instead?
Jerky and apples. You can eat in the saddle.
Thanks, Rita.
You ready?
Where's Tommy?
Mowing.
Get up, we gotta ride.
Why?
Just move.
Those instructions from the doctor, where are they?
Here. What's happened?
He's bleeding.
So let's tighten the tourniquet.
I tried.
Have you ever done anything like this?
No.
When did they pull out?
Damned if I know. Maybe it's a good thing.
Why?
Balkwell's only kept plow horses. I know where we can get some faster ones.
Where?
Now, there's the difference between you and me. I'm what you'd call a visionary, a risk taker.
A horse thief.
It's not that I don't want to ask. It's just we can't afford the time.
Well, besides, I'm sure Jimmy Two-Nose would never give them to us anyway.
Oh, no, I'm sure the man would rise to the call of the greater good.
I just was going to shoot you. Where are you going with my horses?
No, it's a trade, Jimmy. Our horses for yours.
I give you 3 horses, you give me 2?
Well, we need one for the doctor.
See, there's been an accident at the ranch. A man could die if we don't get help.
It's a tough life up here.
For God's sakes, Jimmy, it's Francis George.
Why didn't you say so?
Take the horses, take my saddle, get the doctor, come back.
Thanks, Jimmy.
And then I'll shoot you.
My hand's cramping. Almost got it.
Okay, hand me the razor.
Okay.
Let's see if it holds. If it starts spurting, tighten it right away. It's holding.
We're not gonna save anybody if we don't get there.
I've ridden this trail a lot more than you.
Yeah, and it goes that way.
It crisscrosses the hill. If we follow the river to the flats, we can meet up with the trail later on and save a couple hours.
And if your horse loses its footing, you break your neck.
I'm feeling lucky.
You ornery son of
Take
a...
the long way. We'll see who gets there first.
Can't lead two horses down the canyon.
Take the spare. I'll meet you with the doctor on the way back.
I'm gonna take half the grain, you take the rest. There's a creek just east of here. Give them a good water down there before you set camp.
Why does everybody think they can boss me?
Look, you gotta keep your wits about you.
I got my wits.
Can't go freezing up all the time.
Look, I didn't freeze, okay? I was spooked is all. Anyone would spook.
Tommy Daney saved Francis' life while you just stood there.
Anyone would get sick.
You didn't.
I had to stop, Mrs. Hobson. I couldn't see the fields.
You should have stopped before dark. I'll fix you some stew. He's waking up.
Is there anything I can do?
Pray the doctor makes it.
Francis, drink this.
No.
Come on, it'll help. Francis, you stubborn ox, drink it!
Francis, you need something.
Don't want to get all muzzled.
You should take the drink.
He thinks it might weaken his will.
Nobody should have to live through that kind of pain.
Francis spent the last 7 years doing nothing. Maybe he was storing up his energy for this very moment.
Never could stand to see anything in pain. Nelson has to catch the mice in our cabin.
Francis wouldn't be alive if it weren't for you.
Wouldn't be half dead either. I told him he had to work.
You could never have known what would happen.
I was so scared it was Horatio who was hurt, I wasn't even thinking about Francis.
Horatio is your son.
Francis is Nelson's baby brother.
You stop for a picnic?
Oh, it's good to see you didn't break your neck after all.
Another stellar example of superb riding, if I do say so myself.
Never thought we'd make it here before daybreak.
Apparently Doc Harvey didn't either.
He'll show up.
We don't even know if he got the message.
Have a little faith.
You ever think we might have just run plumb out of luck?
No. Even if we were, it doesn't do any good thinking that way.
Finally see some use to your lack of imagination. You don't get sick out here. You just die.
Well, can't predict luck, good or bad.
But it looks like ours just changed.
Hey, Doc. Hello. Glad you can make it.
Where's Doc Harvey? He's on holiday in Vancouver. I'm Dr. Patrick. I'm his replacement.
Son, you don't look old enough to play doctor, let alone be one.
Well, you can look at my license. How's your Latin?
Come on, time's wasted.
Well, so, where's the ranch?
About 70 miles.
Well, how are we gonna get there?
We're gonna ride.
I've never ridden a horse before.
Son, I'm guessing there's a lot of things you've never done before.
Oh, wait. All right, hold on. Oh. Ah.
Steady there. Come on, Francis, you're doing good. It won't be much longer. You can't move, you're gonna tear the stitches. Come on. Imagine something still, something quiet. Calm lake. It works if you set your mind to it. I've seen people who thought they were chickens because they were hypnotized. Oh, shut up. Not you, Francis, me.
Yep.
Hypnosis, it's a trick to take you out of yourself. I saw this man at the exhibition, and he made people squawk and scratch the dirt like they were chickens, and afterward they didn't even remember.
Exhibition?
Pacific National Exhibition. We would go every year. They have all these pavilions. But the best part is the Midway, with a Ferris wheel that's all lit up at night. As tall as the Fraser Hotel, with seats hanging on it, and takes you on a trip to the sky. On a clear day, you can see all the way to Mount Baker, all blue and white and calm. People beneath you look like ants.
What else?
Well, there's the Big Dipper. It's a roller coaster. But it's like a train, only the tracks twist up and down and around all in one place. It's made of wood. You can still hear the sound of it clacking along. Slowly at first, climbing up, up. And then suddenly you zip down the other side so fast you feel like you're flying.
Oh, my entire lumbar region has seized up. And as for my colon, is there any way to make this less uncomfortable?
Try standing in your stirrups.
Well, I would if I could feel my legs. Oh. Oh. Please, can we get off now?
Not on your life.
Well, here's a clearing. Sky's getting lighter. It's gonna be a chance for us to make up some time.
But I can't steer this.
You don't need to steer. The horse will just chase the others.
Hang on to the saddle horn.
Daddy used to give us each a nickel. And we'd agonize over whether to get toffee apple or candy floss.
Candy floss?
It's feathery pink spun sugar, stretched into strands that look like fluffy clouds. You put it in your mouth, it melts, and then suddenly there's this explosion of sweet taste. Keep talking. And there were the games. You could win the funniest little prizes.
How long ago did they pass?
About 20 minutes ago.
Thanks, kid.
Oh, well, get your foot up.
I can't. Ouch. Ow. Oh.
Ed, give me a hand here.
Oh. 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 No. Oh. 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 Ow. No. No.
Fast riding, partner.
Should be smooth sailing from here.
Yeah, if we can get the doctor mounted.
Here. This is morphine. You know how to use it?
Well, I'll figure it out.
You tap his forearm. Make him squeeze his muscle.
Well, come on.
Slow, please. Slow.
Streetcar bells used to clang at every stop. And the conductor would call up the streets in this funny little voice. Alma Street. Francis. Rich.
Okay, Francis, the doctor's gonna be here any minute. I'm gonna give you a shot for the pain.
Took your sweet time.
Roll up his sleeve.
Them streetcars. Where'd they go?
Oh, all over. We take it through Stanley Park, through the city. In the springtime, when the rhododendrons were blooming. It looks like...
What's it look like?
like heaven.
Guess I better get to Vancouver, 'cause it'll be years before I see heaven.
I'm sure it will.
Oh, so late. Ow. Oh, where's the patient?
Back there.
Do you have any alcohol?
Just home brew.
That'll do. Thank you. Oh. Oh. That's good. Oh.
Francis.
Doc's with him now.
I'm sorry about what I said. I didn't mean to make you feel bad.
You didn't?
It's a good thing to know, huh?
What do you mean?
Well,
What do you mean?
why go after work and get the heebie-jeebies at the sight of blood?
Look, I'm not a coward. Shut up! I'm still enlisting. A brave man gets back in the saddle.
So you gonna make it?
It's a miracle that he survived. We need to take him to a hospital as soon as possible. But I think he's clear of infection.
Well, fast riding, partner.
There's a story to tell to the grandkids.
Who says a plane can beat a horse? You give me a string of horses, 2 smart cowboys, and I'll beat any plane in this country. Of course, we'd have been even faster if you hadn't taken the long way.
You're just lucky we're not still fishing you out of the river.
And we'd have been even faster still if you hadn't tumbled off your horse like a greenhorn.
Oh, let's not forget the relay of horses at the bulk wheels.
I won the race, fair and square.
Is that what this was to you? A race?
It wasn't a race, exactly. Just a way to keep going.
We saved a man's life.
What about Rita? She nursed Francis the whole time. Tied off his arteries with pliers and twine. Kit and Ed waited in the dark.
Well, everyone did their share. No one saying otherwise.
Gloria kept Francis with us, telling those stories.
Well, we all knew she could talk.
We didn't mean any disrespect, you know. It's just the relief talking.
There was nothing we could do for him.
Well, you had the tougher job. No question there. Pan and I can ride, but what you and Rita did, sitting there with him, that took real courage.
No, I was terrified.
That's what makes you brave.
I don't want to be brave. I don't want to have to be brave. Don't you understand? A man almost died because we live in the middle of nowhere. And you rode off. And that bush could have swallowed you up, and I'd never set eyes on you again either.
I could just as easily be hit by a streetcar in Vancouver.
At least I'd know.
Would that make it any easier?
Yes? No. I don't know. How can we live like this?
Well, just take it one day at a time and do the best you can. Let Providence take care of the rest.
Providence? You really believe that?
Well, how else are you going to survive out here?
Don't get yourself hurt. Don't.
I won't. Well, the plane should be there by the time you reach the lake.
Take care, Francis.
Think you can get the hay in without me?
It'll be a struggle, but we'll try to soldier on. And you won't get away from me so easy next year.
We should all get some rest.
Can't, no time.
Gotta get back to the fields. Well, at least it hasn't started raining yet.
Hey, don't be so sure. I got this feeling in my elbow.
Your elbow? What about your kneecaps?
Them too.
I'd like to end tonight on a philosophical note.
What are you doing for the next 10 nights? Because my...
Yes, things are always so calm in Frasier's world. See? Frasier on Joy TV 11.
Don't miss any of the action.
Houston, we have a problem.
Never a dull day in Gungahlin. McLeod's Daughters tonight at 9 Eastern on Vision TV.
Next time you throw the ball,